Hello, I've been getting a lot of phone calls and emails on what I think the state of MMA, where it's at, what I think is going on, and I'm wondering if everybody sees what I see. I was looking at old reruns the other day, and Rich Franklin's giving an interview before he's going to fight Silva with a black eye. Same thing with Forrest Griffin and a bunch of other fighters. You know, they're sitting there. Tito Ortiz was the first one to make I'm now training 8 hours instead of 6 hours popular, you know. And these guys, you see the training camps, they're all obviously overtrained. They're just doing 3 or 4 sessions a day. They're banging at each other harder than they do in the octagon. And you got to wonder, man, you know, what's going to happen after the first generation of these fighters? Who's going to have Parkinson's? Who's going to have neuropathies of some sort that come from, you know, or at least are expedited by head trauma, and so on and so forth. So what I'm seeing is, you know, a lot of machoism. You know, everybody's peeing for distance and nobody pees for accuracy. I see a lot of abuse. People are breaking noses. People are getting all fractured up. Contusions, strains, and sprains before a fight. You should be healthy before a fight. So the notion of being healthy for a fight is gone. If you're healthy for a fight, you haven't trained. You've heard such idiotic statements, because nothing can be short of more stupid than if you're not hurting at the time of the fight, you didn't train. How stupid is that? And you hear that all the time. Sometimes a lot of the coaches call me, hey, what do I do with this dead fighter? I just got this fighter. He's doing like 20 sessions a week and he wants to do strength and conditioning. You know what I tell him? Send him home. Probably the best favor you're going to do for him. Send him home. He's already overtrained. He's damaged goods. You ain't gonna you're not going to do that boy any good. He's better off with a nap. So that's a lot of what I'm seeing in MMA. Now, MMA is young. It's only 18 years old here in the U.S. when you consider that the first UFC was in 1993. And a lot of things have come a long way. There has been improvement in the techniques, in the rules, in the production, in the safety of the fighters, and in training itself. But we're still in the dark ages. Still in the dark ages. And when you're in the dark ages and you're dealing in a sport of egos, because it's a combat sport, it's a man's sport, all testosterone, you're going to find testosterone egos in it. You're going to find hardheads, you're going to find know-it-alls, and you're going to find my way or the highway all the time. And when you have that environment, it is a cluster bang of a training camp. You do see some sophisticated camps now starting to pop up. Greg Jackson comes to mind. That camp is pretty sophisticated, and you can see it just in the way he corners his fighters. But you're going to have some problems with this macho-driven, brand new sport, and you're going to have some side effects. We can talk about those now. Now, we already touched on some of the side effects, but let's go into each one a little bit more in detail. The overtraining side effect, that's an obvious thing, overtraining, but what the hell is it? Is it too many sessions? Is it lack of sleep? Is it overworking it and under-eating or undernourished because of the weight cuts? Is it the wrong training? Is it too much training? What is it? I think it's a combination. I think we are doing a lot of stuff. For example, you have different disciplines in MMA. You have your striking, you have your grappling, you have your ground and pound, all of this kind of stuff. And each one of those disciplines is broken into sub-disciplines. So you have different coaches. And so you're going to have different coaches wanting to do different sessions per day. So it's not uncommon for some fighters to be doing 3, and I've even heard of 4 sessions a day. Each session is in about an hour and a half. Out of that hour and a half, maybe only 30 minutes is quality work. Now, I can see a 2-hour session with a beginner because they need the repetition and they don't have the endurance to give you quality repetition for a straight 20. So it's a little repetition, a lot of talking, more repetition, a lot of talking for a beginner. But when you're looking at a honed-in athlete that already knows a triangle, knows a right hand, knows a left hook, and they're not going to change that technique in a significant manner over the rest of their career. The rest is conditioning and staying healthy. It's really simple. Look at what's been what's winning MMA fights. It's basically left hook, right hand, triangle, guillotine, rear naked chokeholds, and things like that. It's the basics. So you don't have to be a wizard. You just have to be in shape and be sharp. So I'd say overtraining can be fixed very simple. Separate the disciplines into basically 3 different disciplines: striking, grappling, and then your MMA. Make each session maybe 2 sessions a day, no more than an hour and 15 minutes, 40 minutes quality time, 10 minutes in, 10 minutes out, you're done. You're done. You're looking for a 15-minute fight, you don't need to be there for 2 hours. I've done it, and I can tell you it can be done in shorter periods of time. That leaves more time for rest. Naps are mandatory, and at least 8 hours of sleep. All the fighters, every single fighter I know can't sleep. all right? And insomnia is number 2 on the overtraining list. So what's up, folks? All right, less time in the gym, more quality training when you're in the gym, more organization. I would say no more than 2 sessions a day, no more than 1 hard session a day, 2 days of sparring, very light, and we'll talk about the sparring in a little bit here, but sparring has to be quality, all right? 2 weight training, possibly 3 weight training sessions a week, and you're done, Chief, all right? Get 8 hours of sleep, get your nap in, whoa, and you won't have to suffer from broken chairs or broken bones.